Welcome, guys. Welcome. It is 2 o'clock at night here at the Oasis. Actually, we're back at my house, just talking a little bit because we want to show you guys some of the backroom stuff. Talk about some of the stuff that goes, I guess unseen. Well, it's seen now, right? Uh, well, anyway, I want to show you guys some of the stuff that we do back here, because it's not always just buying and selling games. It's not always just about selling Pokemon cards and buying Pokemon cards. Yeah, sometimes it's these nights where you kind of stay up a little late because you're trying to build something. And what we're trying to build, there's not just a shop you can go in, trade, and buy, but we're trying to create this ultimate gaming paradise. I've probably stated this multiple times in my career of this. Like, maybe it's been like 2 years, but I didn't start getting on social media and advertising myself out there a little bit more, probably about like maybe this past year. But I feel like now is completely different, because now I've actually learned a lot more about what it takes to run a business, or more like, I guess in a different perspective, a company, how to run a company. Because you could run your business by yourself, sole proprietorship, which means I am just going to run this by myself how I want it. No one's going to tell me how to run my business. Cool, go ahead. But to run a company, it's not only what you think, but it's what other people think. And I do work with people, and we do share and collaborate and just work with different ideas and different mindsets. And what we're trying to create for you guys is something unique in this world. Well, as far as that I know, it's very unique. I haven't seen anyone here in the US built something like this. What we see, what we envision, what the long-term goal is. Because it's not just, like I said, it's not just about buying and selling games. Yeah, we're trying to make more money, but that money ultimately goes back to you guys. This money is just going to go back to you guys, because at the end of the day, we can make who knows how much money from this. But if I don't invest into my people, if I don't invest into the people, it means nothing. I'm left with nothing but a bunch of Pokemon cards and a bunch of games that never get to go home to somebody new and get to go into their collection. And I will be showing you guys some of the stuff I've been working on. Like, I work on things called soaps, which are, no, not like soaps or the soap operas. I'm talking about like systems, operation, procedures. If you've never heard that, I read this book called E-Myth. E-Myth talks so heavily about this. And I read a lot of different books, and I have a mentor. I've gone through some sort of business stuff. And I just want to let you guys know, I never went to college. I didn't go to college because I knew I wasn't ready for it. And this is for anyone who out there is thinking of opening up a business. I highly recommend you guys do your research first before opening up something, and just do your due diligence and just do your research, study, ask people, talk to people. We haven't opened up anything. We've been doing this for a couple years now, and then officially I would say less than a year. I didn't start learning more until most recently, until going through a program from Theta Leadership Institute. Very thankful for that program. But yes, do your due diligence before opening up a business, guys. Please. The last thing we need is for you guys to just like crash and burn, because it happens a lot. I will be honest, it happens a lot. People have the drive, people have the initiative. Things are like, I'm pushing through. Man, I was the same way. I literally, for a year straight, nonstop hustled until 3 in the morning. It's 2 in the morning now, and I'm still hustling. But 3 in the morning, someone's like, hey, I'm looking to buy this. I'm on my way. I got you. Boom, driving. Meet up with them or something. Some people are like, I'm not going to do that. It's late at night. Why am I going to do that? I'm like, hey, I don't care. I'm going to go get this money. The one thing I learned for myself, even after hustling and bustling, laying there, because sometimes I lay on the couch after a long day of hustling and bustling from that 1 year I'm talking about, still wondering, is this really what it means to like run a business? There has to be more, right? And there is more. What I'm doing right now is building SOAPs, systems, operation, procedures. These system operation procedures help you delegate tasks that you don't have to do, because now you're able to quantify the jobs that you've been doing. Literally in the book E-Myth, it tells you throughout your entire day of what you do in your business right now, and even suggests make a business plan. What is it that you're trying to build? What is it that it takes to run what you want to build? Because people have probably built something similar to it, so you can piggyback off of their ideas and see what it takes to build it. And when you can start preemptively looking at how to build it, you can start realizing, I can start navigating my way to that. I can start getting these jobs fulfilled, and I can start building more. And that's what we're doing here. That's why you guys probably don't see a lot of us like going out and buying and selling nonstop, because I know it takes more than buying and selling. I want you guys to see the creativeness, the cool side that it's already all cool, but I want you guys to see the final product. I want you guys to see it. I want you to see the vision that I see. I want you guys to see it, because when you do, you will lose your, SH reverse, I think exclamation point T. You guys will lose it, because it's possible. With the technology now, it is possible. Anyway, I feel like I'm getting off track here. Yes, so what we're doing here is the systems operation manual. And just basically, I think I went through a social media one. I use a lot of AI technology to help me with this stuff. It helps me make charts, it helps me schedule my days. Like, I really use it as a tool, and it's more than a tool, because you got to be friendly to AI. You never know when the robots are going to take over the world. Seriously, guys, you don't know when they're going to take over the world. And I'm not going to be like, yeah, I was a mean, a-hole to this robot. No. I took care of everybody, even the AI. I was like, hey, AI, I appreciate you so much for helping me on this journey. And they're like, oh, how sweet of you, Albert. You help, you're being so kind and sweet. I shall spare you when the time comes. I'm like, what? No. But seriously, just be nice to your robots, please. Don't be mean. Don't be oppressive. No one likes that. But yes, so we just recently built a social media SOP, and nothing is defined yet, meaning that I still need to refine these through practice. This is all the stuff I'm building right now is theoretical, meaning that I still need to play test it and find out what really needs to stay and what needs to not go. And that's the stuff we're doing right now, and I'll show you guys right now here in a bit. So let's take a look. Now, this is all the SOAPs that we're talking about. We have contracts, hiring agreements, Oasis processes. Now, all this is the stuff we've been working on the past couple, I would say, months already. And we recently started doing this after reading the book E-Myth, because this made so much more sense, because I felt lost. Like, how am I going to run a big game store? Like, how are we going to run it? Now, with all this processes here, this is telling you a step-by-step guide. And I think some of the other YouTubers we've seen also have mentioned something like this. You need clear guidelines on how things should be done if something is wrong or if something is right. Cleaning the store, how to clean the discs with our resurfacing machine, game testing, handling returns, listing on our eBay, packaging and labeling. Like, all this right here, step-by-step guide for anyone who is coming in as a hire or someone who wants to work. Making this is essential, because you learn how to show them a guideline, teach them, and you also implement leadership and show them the route of, hey, this is how it's done. And what that's going to help you do as a business owner is help delegate tasks. So you're no longer doing a lot of this. In my opinion, this is pretty, for me right now, it's pretty tedious doing listing, cleaning. I do it because it's necessary, it's needed, because it's part of how we want to run. And doing all this is going to help in the long run because you're no longer doing that. And once you learn how to start delegating these tasks to other people, you start learning how to be, if I'm not mistaken, the book mentioned a tactician. No, doing tactical work. Yes, doing tactical work, meaning that you're no longer doing the general labor work, you're doing tactical work, meaning that now you can start guiding your way towards another objective or seeing what's going to work and going through over all the analytics. This is just the background stuff that we do. I also do analytics on our eBay, our Shopify, our content on all our social media platforms. It can be a little time consuming at times, but it helps us drive towards the right direction and bring more of what people want. And this is all for the ultimate goal, the ultimate gaming paradise I've mentioned over and over again, because doing this is just going to help with that and bring that vision to life. Now, I like showing you guys this because after seeing and hearing the book, listening to the book, I didn't actually read it. I listened to it in audio. After doing that, I started having more, how do I say it, not comfort, but more of a reassurance that I am going in the right direction in my business. And although this is consuming time and it's not, like I said, buying and selling nonstop, I feel more reassured that we're going to be able to do the things we want to do. And I want to show everyone that wants to open up a business or start a business that it is more than just the buying and selling. I highly recommend looking over all this kind of stuff, looking it up, and just getting some more info and insight and just educating yourself a little bit more. Because what ultimately happens is people typically burn out when they do a lot of work by themselves, and it becomes very stressful. And then I see when people are burnt out, they typically they've kind of cut corners, and we don't like to cut corners because we want to make sure that everyone gets the same, I guess, quality of customer service or anything that we offer. And yeah, like that's the stuff that I know happens when you just work a lot by yourself. You typically burn out, and it can be very, very stressful. And typically when you're in a burnt out state, you're not creative. And I realized I was the most happiest, thriving individual when I was being very, very creative within my business, because I got to see more and do more and just create these crazy ideas in my head and actually write them down or draw them down and hopefully one day bring them to life. But this is the stuff that I wanted to show you guys. And we'll have more videos in the future showing this background stuff and, you know, the process and the story of how all this came from this, and hopefully that one day opening that big store. But thank you all for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next video.